We're talking imposter syndrome all this week. Hello, Heidi. This one's for you. All right, Jodie, how are you doing there? We are talking imposter syndrome all this week on my Facebook page, and I'm also talking about it on here. So anybody ever had that where you, I don't know, say you go for a job and you get the job and then you suddenly have a panic and go, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I'm not good enough. Oh my gosh, they're going to find me out. Or you get a promotion in work, or like I got that award. Got my little award. And I suddenly thought, oh my God, why have they given me Online Business of the Year? I don't know all the technical stuff. I don't know the SEO malarkey, all of that. Oh, thank you, whoever's hearting me. I much appreciate the heart blasts. Has anybody else ever felt that suddenly, oh, thank you, Christine. Thank you, Julia. Anyone ever felt that they get something, they win, you go up to the next level, or you take the next step in your business, or you get the next level in your job, and you suddenly think, oh, people are going to find out. People are going to find out that I'm not as good as they thought I was, and you just have that little bit of that lack of confidence comes up, and it allows the mean little cow voice to come in. And if you've ever been on my scopes before, you'll have heard me talk about the mean little cow voice. It's the part of the brain that is the negative voice in you, and we all have it. I know, I've just been to a meeting actually, so I'm all smarted up today. This is my work look. I've actually been out of the house. So yes, some exciting stuff afoot for Wood for the Trees Life Coaching coming up, actually. I've got a couple of meetings this week that could change everything. And again, this is where imposter syndrome can kick in, because it's like, well, it's saying, well, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the next? Well, there's nothing that I'm going to be getting involved with that I haven't already done. But I think, again, sometimes when you're a mum and you've been at home with the kids for a while, you forget all the things that you've done. You don't look back at all the things that you've achieved. So one of the things, there are several ways that I work with my mean little cow and train it to stop its mooing. And particularly when it starts with this imposter syndrome, because that is basically lying, Sometimes you do have to fake it to make it, as they say. You do have to just sort of put on that confident air and just crack on with it, even when you're not feeling 100%. And the more that you tell yourself that you can do it and take small actionable steps to do it, then you can do it. And it's a bit like that, it's been like that with the scoping, isn't it? I know Heidi, we were talking earlier about the fact that sometimes you'll come on, and it is true, isn't it, Christine? You'll come on and you feel like, that scope wasn't as good. Yeah, exactly. Even if you don't feel confident, you come on. I did a scope last night, and I just felt a little bit like, I suppose it was a bit of comparisonitis. I was watching some of the others, and I was like, oh my God, they're amazing. Oh, well, that's okay, Heidi. You know what? It is so amazing to be vulnerable. And I think that's what it was with me last night, actually. I took it to a little bit further, and I don't know why. I didn't mean necessarily for some of the stuff to come out, but because I was talking about it so passionately, some of that stuff came out. And I think when you do feel like that, then again, you feel like you've exposed a part of you that shows a vulnerability. Well, but work with it, Julia. So this is what I'm saying. So there are different ways that you can go about this. You can fake it to make it and just keep plowing at it, push through that comfort zone, because that's all it is. It is your fear rising up and telling you that it's scared, right? You're going to go to the next level in your job. You're going to the next level in your business. You're going to the next level on your scoping, whatever it is, okay? It's just your fear coming in. And one of the things I do is I talk to my fear, which probably sounds a bit barking mad, but it isn't, because I'll talk to my fear and say to it, fear, you have nothing to fear. You're not going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm not in any danger. I'm not in imminent danger. All that's going to happen is that I am maybe going to stretch myself a little bit further. All that's going to happen is I'm going to take this action. All that's going to happen is that it's going to get... But you won't have done, Heidi. You think you will have done because your mean little cow is coming in, because it doesn't want you to go up a gear. It does not want you to go. And as I said to you earlier, mean little cow likes the status quo. Mean little cow likes to keep you. It's one of its ways of sabotaging us from moving forward. And you won't have done. You absolutely won't have done. I know you won't. But it is a really easy way. That mean little cow gets into your brain and it tells you that it is, and it will look for evidence of it. So the third way that you need to get rid of that mean little cow voice is prove the wrong. I just bleeped when we expose ourselves and show that vulnerability, again, that mean little cow is fearful that you're going to do that you're going to expose yourself more. Well, do you know what? Nothing bad's going to come of that. Nothing is going to bad. And in fact, depending on, hi Tamiko, how are you doing? Depending on who's watching, actually you exposing that vulnerability can be good. You know, I talk about my burnout. You've got a big old cow at the moment. Right, okay, so again, you need to really work with that. These things are action signals. When imposter syndrome kicks in, I would say, right, okay, what is that action signal? And work with it. So when I got my imposter syndrome, when I got my award, what it made me realize was there's aspects of my marketing that I've been being lazy on, and I just need a good kick up the backside. You know, there's stuff that I'm very good at, and there's areas of weakness that I need to work on. And because it got into the sort of underconfident side of me, it meant that I knew then my action signal was, well, what does that mean? Exactly. So you're talking about self-care, but you're probably not doing it. And therefore, when you got vulnerable because you felt like a fraud, so again, it is about working with it. It's telling you something, okay? This mean little cow, this fear is always telling you something. So what I said is there's several things. First, imposter syndrome is an action signal. It's telling you something, okay? It's telling you that you're lacking confidence in some area of what you're about to do, or the place that you're about to go, or the place that you're about to take yourself. So then you work out what got you there, what are your strengths, and fulfilling that, looking at those strengths makes you feel more confident. The second thing that you do then, so you've worked out, you've built up on your strengths, you know why you got that promotion, that job, that contract, that project, did that scope, you know what was good about it. Now work out what's the action signal, where are you feeling underconfident? So as I said to you, with my award, I felt like that on Saturday. I'm stood there with my award for Online Biz Mum of the Year, but then I was thinking, oh my gosh, you know, how have I got this? I don't even know how to tag somebody on Facebook. I don't know anything about SEO. I felt like a phony, but I'm not a phony. The whole reason I won that award was because what they said, the reason they gave it to me and not to somebody who just knows loads of technical stuff, is the fact that I am somebody who's practicing what I preach, that if you can, you will. I find a way, whatever I need to do on the internet, whatever I need to do in my scopes, whatever I need to do on my Facebook page, I find the way step by step by step by step. I don't need to have all of the answers today, and I'm not perfect. Exactly, absolutely. But imposter syndrome gets in your head, and that mean little cow starts working. So we've talked about writing down the strengths. What got you to the point? I know exactly why I got that award, right? So don't let the fact that I've got this lack in technicality come into my brain. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Yes, there are people out there who are technically better than I am on the internet by a country mile, right? But that's not why I got that award. I got it because I'm getting out there, and every day I'm supporting women in the social media platforms and on my website through my blog. Every day I put myself out there, and I do videos, and I do Periscopes, and I do motivational posts, and I'm there doing it, and that's why I got it. Now there might be some people who'd be brilliant at SEO but hardly ever put anything out there to help people, right? So that little mean little cow gets us sometimes, and again it's because, and this is the reason why I've been out for this meeting this morning, I've got another one tomorrow, I'm going to the next gear, I'm going to the next level. And so imposter syndrome tries to sabotage us. It tries to sabotage us and stop us going because it's scared. So the second thing to do is to talk to that fear and say, do not worry, it will be fine. Sometimes you don't think. The third thing that I think that is really, really good. So we've, as I say, we've written down our strengths and we've written down where we're lacking. And then the third thing is to take action on the things where you feel underconfident. Who can support you? Where can you get help from? What information might you need that you haven't already got? Is there any knowledge base that you've got a little bit of a gap in? Go and find it. Work out, is there somebody you can collaborate with to block that space up and to gain that confidence? Is there a coach you can go to work on that in terms of what steps you need to take next? There are so many ways that you can stop that imposter syndrome getting in and needling and helping that mean little cow to tell you that you're not good enough for that next stage of whatever it is, the promotion, the job, the contract, the project, whatever, okay? And you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Yes, even though I'm vegetarian, let's chop those mean little cows' heads off in a very humane way. It's quite hard for me to chop a cow's head off, even a metaphorical one. So, yeah, I just like to put my mooing cow back in the cow shed so it stops talking cow. Okay? We don't want it talking because it doesn't need to. I'm like Norman Collier. Does anybody remember him? All the English people. Brilliant. Love that. I'm going to be using that. Put them out to pasture. Like it. Yeah, get her in a field. Okay? So we don't need these sabotaging, mean little cow voices coming in and ruining what we're trying to do. Because they're just, that's all they are. It's just a little voice that you need to then work with. What's it saying? And then say, okay, fine. So what you're telling me is, I just need to go off and get that bit of knowledge. I just need to go and get that little support. You get to leave them in the country. Exactly. Just remember, you are amazing and you can do anything you want to do. And if you can, you will. You can't make anyone else do anything else. Oh, I'm so glad, Catherine. Yeah. Allez les vaches! Va-t'en! Allez-y! So, I'm telling the cows to go away in French. Everybody have an amazing, amazing day, okay? Good, I'm glad. I always like to make everyone laugh and cry. So, just don't let mean little cow get at you. It is trying to sabotage you. It's trying to take you. It's trying to derail you because it's scared. It's running scared. And you just need to wrestle it back into the cow shed by taking action, by proving it wrong and finding all the evidence that you are amazing and that you are good and you can do this. You can do this. And just take it step by step. Don't go too far ahead. Don't start thinking of all the what ifs. Just step by step by step. And you can, if you're really struggling with it, there is two things you can do. As I say, you've got all of those things that I said to do on your own. If you need some more support, I have an amazing solution-focused sisterhood that is just full of amazing women. À bientôt! And I'll see you all soon. So if you want to join the Solution Focused Sisterhood, if you go to my Facebook page, the post today has got a picture of a cow on it and a little post about how to get rid of that imposter. And if you can see my Facebook link there, it's facebook.com/woodforthetreescoaching. And for the price of a cup of coffee a week, you can join the amazing sisters in the sisterhood who get solution focused and a mindset that manages themselves. Or if you want a free ebook on how to manage your mind, you can go to my website, which is woodforthetreescoaching.co.uk. And there's a free download there called Manage You, Manage Your Mind. And I'd love for you to opt in and get that free download for yourselves. Okay, my beautiful women and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all the hearts and thank you for interacting with me so brilliantly. And I love you all and I'll see you all soon. Be kind to you.